We've all been there. You come home after a long day, you see your feline overlord perched on the sofa, and you offer a cheerful, "Hello," only to be met with complete and utter silence. It feels personal, doesn't it? Like being ghosted by someone who lives in your house rent-free and eats your finest canned poultry. But what if I told you that being ignored by your cat isn't an insult? What if it's actually a biological superpower? A relic of their ancient history, and maybe, just maybe, the ultimate sign of love. Today, we were peeling back the layers of the feline psyche to find out why your cat ignores you, and why you should actually feel good about it. First, let's get one thing straight. Your cat definitely heard you. If you think they didn't, you're objectively wrong. A cat's hearing is one of the most evolved sensory systems on the planet. While humans can hear frequencies up to about 20 kilohertz, cats can hear all the way up to 64 kilohertz. They can hear the tiny, high-pitched rustle of a mouse's footsteps through a solid wall. To make it even more impressive, they have 32 independent muscles in each ear, allowing them to rotate them 180 degrees like little satellite dishes, pinpointing sounds with incredible accuracy. Have you ever noticed that even when your cat seems to be sound asleep, their ears are twitching and turning toward you as you move around the room? They are constantly mapping your location. So when you call their name and get no response, it's not because they have selective hearing, it's because they're making a conscious choice. They heard the PS. They just didn't see a reason to file a formal response. To understand this behavior, we need to ditch what I call the dog standard. For over 30,000 years, humans have selectively bred dogs to be our co-workers, our partners, and our eager-to-please companions. We bred them to look to us for instructions and approval. Their brains are literally wired to seek our validation. Cats, on the other hand, are more like independent contractors. They basically walked into our barns about 10,000 years ago, saw the abundance of rats, and said, "I'll stay, but this is a business arrangement. Don't touch me." Their domestication was a partnership of convenience, not one of servitude. Because cats were never bred for obedience in the same way dogs were, they don't have that same neurological drive to please us. To a cat, your voice isn't a command. It's just part of the ambient environmental noise. Unless, of course, that noise is immediately followed by the glorious sound of a kibble bag opening. Then suddenly, it becomes very high priority data. But don't just take my word for it. Science has looked into this. In 2013, researchers at the University of Tokyo decided to settle this debate once and for all. They conducted a study where they played recordings of strangers calling a cat's name, followed by a recording of the cat's owner calling their name. The results were fascinating. The study found that when the owner's voice was played, the cats showed clear signs of recognition. They displayed what scientists call orienting behavior. Their ears moved, their heads turned, and their pupils likely dilated. They knew it was you. But did they get up and come over? Overwhelmingly, no. The researchers concluded that while cats absolutely distinguish their owners from strangers, they have evolved to be masters of emotional subtlety. In the wild, showing too much excitement, fear, or any strong reaction can make you a vulnerable target for a predator. So, your cat isn't being rude. They're just staying tactically stealthy, a habit passed down from their wild ancestors. They're acknowledging you, but in a very cool, understated feline way. Now, here's the part that will make you feel a whole lot better about being snubbed. Being ignored by your cat is actually a huge compliment. Think about it from an animal's perspective. In the wild, you only ignore something when you perceive it as completely non-threatening. If a cat is constantly watching you, following your every move, and reacting to every sound you make, it's often a sign of stress or anxiety. They are actively monitoring you because they don't fully trust you yet. So, when your cat turns its back to you while you're in the room, or stays peacefully asleep when you enter, they are sending the clearest possible signal. They are saying, "I trust you so completely that I can let my guard down entirely in your presence." It is the highest form of feline security and affection. You haven't been ghosted, you've been vetted and approved. You are part of their safe space. So, knowing all this, how can you bridge the communication gap and get them to acknowledge your existence, at least once in a while? The secret is to stop trying so hard and start speaking their language. Cats are the introverts of the pet world. They appreciate subtlety and respect for their personal space. First, try the slow blink. Look at them from across the room and slowly close and open your eyes. In cat language, this is a sign of trust and affection, often called the kitty kiss. It signals that you are relaxed and pose no threat. Second, use the finger offer. Instead of reaching out to pet or grab them, extend a single, steady finger at their nose level. Let them approach and sniff you on their own terms. This allows them to greet you in a way that feels natural to them. And third, consider the scent swap. Cats communicate primarily through smell. If you've been out all day, you come home smelling like the strange, unfamiliar outside world. They might be ignoring you because they need a minute to process your new scent profile. Give them some time and space to reacquaint themselves with your smell. At the end of the day, we don't bring cats into our lives for their blind obedience. We love them for their mystery, their independence, and their quiet companionship. They remind us that the world doesn't always revolve around us, and that sometimes, simply sharing a quiet room with someone you love is more than enough. So, the next time you call your cat and they don't so much as move a muscle, don't be offended. Take a deep breath, smile, and remember that you are trusted. You are safe, you are home. And if you really want a reaction, maybe try opening a can of tuna. You'll be surprised how quickly their hearing miraculously returns. Is your cat ignoring you right now? Take a look. Did they just twitch an ear in your direction? Congratulations, that's your shout out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next deep dive. Don't forget to follow for more insights into the animal kingdom.